And you can see they just came in, they're just settled right any place they could. But none settled in the middle, because the middle right now is in a plasma state, and they have to achieve a plasma state themselves before they can blend in. So that must be a process, and it takes a while. Look at how many are shooting off into our atmosphere. And that's happening everywhere. This is just one spot where it's visible. That's all shooting off into our atmosphere. Look at the speed that's at. That's close to light speed. So that's how much faster they are than we are. Here's another spot where they're shooting off. They're shooting off from everywhere, but this is just another spot where you can see it. Especially these clusters. Okay, you can see the orbs coming in and some leaving, because this is a cluster, and it's a cluster nucleus in a plasma state. So the ones that are coming in to recharge. They come in, recharge, and then get spat out. So this is the cluster nucleus of a much larger cluster. And since this is in our atmosphere, this cluster nucleus probably covers half the planet as an entire cluster, because it's so large. So all the glowing balls here in the atmosphere, they belong to that cluster. And that stretches for thousands of miles. All that's in our atmosphere. So this whole thing is one huge cluster. It only appears to us to be the moon because that's the image they want to give us, the moon image, because our moon is gone. That's been blown up in December 2009, the first 2 weeks of December, and there is no more moon. This is your moon now, and this is nothing but thousands and thousands and thousands of large clusters like that all together, and then more on the outside like that, all over in the atmosphere. This glowing thing is just a nucleus, and if you could go far enough away from it, you could see that it's a hexahedron, regardless of what it looks like on the camera right now. If you could move away far enough, you would see a hexahedron, a six-sided shape in one form or another. It would have 6 sides. And the middle, pure plasma, pure plasma. Okay, they didn't like me filming it yesterday, so now tonight it's pure plasma. But they can't hide the ones that come in, the large clusters that come in to recharge. Okay, they can't hide those, because they have to go through a transition before they can enter the plasma state themselves. They have to build up momentum of their own orbs and then be accepted to join the rest of that glowing nucleus that's supposed to be the moon. So when they build up enough velocity with their own orbs, they're going to turn into plasma and melt right in, join the rest of them, and then charge up and recharge and then go back out. It'll be spat back out just like you see those being spat out right there. Okay, so that's the procedure. I watched it enough times. And this is your moon. Okay. And the only reason it's a hologram is because it's not the real moon. They're representing an image of our moon, but this is not our moon. This is them. So it's them and us. And if you think different, you're stupid. Because that's not going to make them go away. Okay, take a good look. It's going to be them and us. So, think about it. There's that one turning into plasma. It's picking up velocity and it's going to turn into plasma. You can see all the orbs going real fast now. Pretty soon it'll go so fast it'll be invisible. That's how fast they can move. Okay, it's getting less and less visible. Oh, moved the camera by accident. Okay, it's almost invisible. And there, it's invisible. Now it's still there, but that whole cluster is moving so fast, it just became invisible because of the speed and the velocity of those orbs. Okay, you can still see them moving because there's a camera there, but if you're looking with a naked eye, you'd never see it. Okay, so that thing just now is going to turn into plasma. You're watching it turn right into plasma right there. that one is already in a plasma state. It's a semi-plasma state. Okay, pretty soon it'll be just as pure plasma as the rest of the nucleus. You see it glowing more and more, getting bright white. Okay, so it's going to be turning into plasma as soon as it reaches critical velocity. There it goes. Okay, so you saw it change from a material object into pure plasma just because of the velocity of the orbs. Okay, so that's the way they do it, and that's how they change states of matter, states of energy. They can even change dimensions. It all comes down to velocity. And you can see all the orbs. Okay, so they just blended right into the moon cluster. And there's so many of them outside anyway. Like, it looks like a haze how many there are. And that's nothing wrong with the camera. There's so many that it looks like a haze. Look how many there are in the sky. That's our atmosphere. Okay, so that's your moon. If you didn't know before, now you know. Okay, there isn't a moon, and this is a huge cluster of a conglomeration and a combination and a zillion of these things all in one, and even more on the outside. Okay, so they reach critical velocity and turn the thing into plasma because the orbs are spinning so fast. So this is not a camera problem. There's nothing wrong with the focus. There's just that many orbs in the air that we breathe in our atmosphere, upper atmosphere, and all over the planet. And this is why you can't get a clear shot with a camera, because this thing is, I mean, there's so many of them, you can't penetrate them all. So take a good look how many there are and what's in the air, and ignore it some more. You got lots of time.